Okay, so I wanted to see if it was possible to get all the trading post rewards. So I set the goal of filling the bar to get the bonus reward mount. So I am 50 shy, which I will do here momentarily, which will fill the bar and get me the bonus reward mount. Couple things to mention. The When I added everything up, all the rewards, it came to 5,025 traders tenders that you would need. You get 900. Um, I'm assuming as kind of an introductory kind of quest. I'm assuming that's not going to be an every month thing. So this may vary. This was for to kind of gauge for every month to come. They're going to be doing this every month, is my understanding. So I imagine there will be some repeats. Every month will be different, and it'll be kind of the same thing for a while, kind of like it is with the um, yearly events. Um, the other thing is that the Trader's Tenders, the currency is account bound, so every character will have exactly the same thing. So, for instance, the bow, um, you can get on a hunter or a rogue and come and purchase it. It'll have access to the same currency, regardless whether you did anything on that character or not. So that's kind of nice because I kind of wanted the bow appearance. So knowing I can just come here and purchase it is kind of nice. The other thing is all of the um, achievements that you can do are also account bound, so you can jump back and forth and work on them. That's what I did. Um, One character worked on the PvP achievements. The other character worked on the PvE achievements, and then I kind of went back and forth. They're at different points in the Dragonflight storyline, so that helped at different times. So the ones that I did get to 950 were complete 30 quests, complete 5 Mythic Plus dungeons, earn 7,500 honor, win 5 battlegrounds, defeat a Dragon Isles world boss, and show some love to the dragon aspects. And then I'm going to do show some love to the trading post, and that should get me to 1,000. And then we will buy things. No, there we go.
Come see my wares. Come back again.
Step on up to the trading post. Remember, new shipments coming soon.
Oh, I see. It doesn't help that the achievement is on against the kind of stone walkway. Where is the pet? Isn't the pet somewhere near guess any mannequin? Does it matter? It does not matter. Okay, where is the pet? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, we're going to stand over here and do this, so we're kind of sort of facing the right way. Okay, visit the trading post in Stormwind to collect your rewards. So your currency, as you go through the achievements, does collect in this chest. Okay. So that gave me 2,000. So up, not quite halfway to what I would need to get everything. Um, okay. Interesting. Okay, well there we go. So I assume the okay, so it changes color depending on what time of day it is? That's interesting. Interesting concept. Okay.
It's a fine day for trade.
Uh, like see what you offer this month. Yes. Okay, so the mount I really wasn't necessarily a priority. It's still a store
We'll
mount,
be seeing you soon.
I believe. Oh, no, no. Looks like they took it off the store. Unless I'm missing it somewhere. Interesting. Okay. Well,
Here to
even
take a look
still,
around?
the mount wasn't necessarily the priority. I was more interested in the cosmetic. Um, it's a nice recolor. I like purple. I don't fully understand these backpacks. Like, I kind of do, and I kind of don't. They look like something that was left over from the recruiter friend that was like the explorer um, theme. The bow. Okay. So I wanted the corsage. Okay. And then I wanted the... Oh, you get two separate pieces. Okay, I wanted that. Very nice. And then... mhm. Okay, so I got 18. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab Rosy Trappings. Wanderer's Rosy Trappings. Which comes with... Oh, okay, so that's a headpiece. Yeah, I definitely want that. Very nice. And then I've got 17. What else do I want here? So the mount is still very much an option. There's still other things I could do. The only thing I really didn't want was the pet. Very tempted because it's a complete transmog. I do like transmog. It is 650 though. The staff is 500. That seems a bit steep. For something that's a recolor. You know, the set I can see being 650. Like, it's 4 pieces, and this is an appearance we don't have. The staff is just a recolor. At some point. That's just a dagger. I don't particularly care to use daggers. That is a two-handed mace. I do kind of like the more basic appearance. I just don't have that many characters that use just two-handed maces. So... Guess we'll get the bouquet. I have been trying to... Oh. Well, that's different. Very nice. Yeah, I have been trying to collect more offhand items, so... Go ahead and grab that. I like that. I could see using that. And then that is just a cloak. I have so many cloaks. I really don't use cloaks as much as I used to. So there is still the mount. 750. I mean, it is an original appearance with a kind of like an animation. For the okay. So stand, walk, run. Interesting. I do like collecting maces for my shaman. I'm leaning towards the swashbuckler. I do kind of like sets like this. Like, I have the postman set. And the nobles sets. So, I do kind of like those. Staffs, I really don't use that much, especially with the backs from Shadowlands, they hide the weapon, which is fine because you probably want the weapon hidden. Um, well, as I said, I could probably see using the mace, so go ahead and grab that. And yeah, I'm probably just going to grab the swashbuckler set this time around. Yeah, because it does have 4 different pieces and everything, so yeah, might be nice to have for transmog purposes. So and that leaves me with 200. So probably jump on my hunter and get the bow. Because she is a human, so I have been considering leveling her so I can get the heritage armor. Um, yeah. So I have to think about if I want to get anything else. Um, it is probably worth mentioning at this point that
I'll be right here when you need me.
Mhm. Um, did these go into my bags or did they go straight into? No, they actually went in as appearances. Very good. It is important to mention at this point probably that these achievements do stack. So the uh, complete 5 Mythic Plus dungeons. If you look down further, complete 15, it did count those 5 towards it. So, I really only need to do 10. Um, you have collected all the rewards for this month. Okay, so you can't go back. So, you can only open your chest once a month then? Or after you complete the bonus reward? So you can't get everything in 1 month then. They deliberately stagger it, so you have to spend 2 months
Been
to
waiting for you.
get everything. Okay. Well, in that event then, I hope they do give you the at least something every month. Otherwise, this is going to take a while to collect everything. And people were kind of already of differing opinions on this to begin with. So I think I think being a little selective was probably for the best. Yeah, I'll probably grab the bow then. So that was the point in doing this, was to experiment and see. So there we go. So I'm curious now
Always a pleasure.
if I would have continued to if I had continued to do achievements, if that would have stacked past the bonus reward or if it deliberately like um I don't know. I guess it would be considered time gating. Hmm. That's interesting. That's a little disappointing, honestly, because I was kind of thinking of going out and doing more to maybe get a few more um, rewards so I could just clear January off and then I wouldn't have to necessarily worry about it anymore. So, and that is going to suck for a lot of people if they
Welcome to the trading
went
post.
ahead and instantly bought the mount and then realized later that because I had 2,000, so that would have left me with 1,100 to, and skipping the mount, I got one, two, no, three, so I got 6 different items with the 2,000 traders tender. I got a weapon, transmog. I think most of this, well, 7 because I'm going to buy the bow. Yeah, yeah, okay. That's a little bit, yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. Sitting
May the
here,
winds be in your favor.
thinking about it, it's disappointing for 2 reasons. One, as I said, I was really thinking about going out and trying to do some more, which would have, that's been a big complaint, is trying to keep people active in the game. And two, you don't get to collect everything kind of in a timely manner. You have to wait and get it next year unless they repeat like every 6 months or every 3 months. Now, that wouldn't be all bad if they. I was thinking like every month was going to be something different. There is an achievement, like with the world events, that you have to do 12 of these. So I assume it takes a year. And then you get Burden of Unrelenting Justice, which I assume is a mount. One would think. I will have to look that up to see. I think I saw something about that on Wowhead or something, and put two and two together and didn't stop to look. Now I kind of wish I had. So, yeah, I'm assuming by this, unless they repeat the trading post and give a different um, bonus reward mount. Now that would be a fair way to do it. It would give something different, and yet it would give people that didn't have a chance to get whatever item, transmog they wanted, mount they wanted, um, that would give them a chance to still collect what they wanted. So I could see them doing that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something different every month, though, from what I've seen. So that is a little disappointing. I was kind of on the fence with this, and then as I started doing stuff, I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. Like, they don't make it too difficult. You still have to go out and do something, which is fine, which is fair to get a reward, so you still feel like you earned it. But not letting you do anything else. So I'm really wondering now, like, because I almost went and opened my chest. So now I'm kind of wondering if I had, if that would have locked me out for the rest of the month from like getting the bonus reward, or if that would have just given me the currency. And that I don't remember actually seeing anywhere. So I'm going to hop on my hunter. Yeah, that is so messed up now that I think about it. It kind of
'Tis a good day for a bit of buying.
dampens my enthusiasm for kind of doing this. I will eventually get this. I do kind of like this. It is just a tad bit of a cliche in the game, with this being the oldest store mount. This was the first store mount, for those that didn't know, and it, fun fact, at one time went at a um, higher speed than the mount you could get. So you could actually pay to get a mount that was faster. So everyone had this. So hence the being kind of a cliche part. So and there's the bow, and it matches my transmog. I mean, what more could you ask for? Um, let's see, hold bow, ready bow. Hmm. I'm pretty sure that's an original appearance. It looks awfully similar to one from Wrath of the Lich King. So unless somebody went back and used an old asset. I do like that though. I do need to collect more ranged weapons. I wish that rogues at least could still use ranged weapons. Okay, and there we go. So I feel like I used my 2000 wisely. I got the items I really wanted. Eventually I will get to staff. There are still things I would kind of like to get. What would be nice if they did a month that was kind of a random, where it was kind of mismatched stuff from different months. Again, I don't kind of understand these. They're too small to see. This is close up. When you're zoomed out actually doing stuff, you're not going to see this. Um, Dagger, I've got daggers. I don't particularly like using daggers. The corsage. The corsage is nice. I like this. We don't have any cosmetic appearances for the wrist, so in this I like. I've often wished they had like a um, head back piece combo like that, and we kind of got two because this little I don't know what you call it, like a kerchief kind of thing. So that'll be nice. Yeah, I can see using this. I don't know how often I'll use this, how much use I'll get out of it, but I could see using it. I like that. That's not a color scheme we have a lot of necessarily, so you can get some pretty interesting offhand weapons, or offhand appearances, rather. I shouldn't say weapons. You can get a lot of like miscellaneous things, items from old quests and things. I have found. Um, Yeah, and that is just a pink. Well, now with that transmog, it doesn't look too bad. It's kind of pink, the blue, purple. I just have so many backs, and I just don't really wear cloaks much anymore. So, yeah. So there you
Bye
go,
for now.
folks. There was the very first trading post for Dragonflight January 2023. So I will be curious to see what they do. Actually, February. Excuse me. February. Launched February 1st, 2023. Was put into the game in the last um, maintenance day of January 2023. So technically, I wasn't wrong. Just wasn't available until a day later for some reason. Which also had to have maintenance, so it really didn't make sense. And then the next day after it supposedly was available, we had maintenance again. So if you were going to have maintenance 3 days in a row, why not just launch it on the actual maintenance day and then do your hot fixes the next day and then just be done with it? So, anyway, I digress. There you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was helpful for you. As I said, this was kind of I wanted to see kind of for the months to come how this was going to work. So I like the idea of having transmogs. I do collect a lot of transmogs. So I like the idea of it. I just wasn't sure. I guess I was kind of apprehensive for the other shooter drop, and it kind of did. So now I'm kind of locked out of doing it. So you have collected your rewards for the month. Yeah, so I'm guessing complete the tavern's activities each month to earn tender a special reward on the collectors. Okay. Is made account wide, yes. I mean, if that's what they're going to do, they could increase the amount needed for the bonus mount so you could have a better chance of getting more of what you wanted um, that month. Um, unless I'm over anticipating, it was my understanding there was going to be a mount every month, unless the Celestial Steed was just a thing for this month, and there won't necessarily be a mount every month. Like this, there might be the bonus reward. Um, that is the problem, I assume, with new things like this, is you see kind of one version of it in 1 month, and you try to anticipate what it's going to be. So February is a short month, so we will see what next month brings. I'm sure it will leak somewhere online before we officially get there. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of something else to do. I like the idea of it. I think they might have to tweak it. I don't know how many people finished everything. Some people did finish things like the day of. You easily could, I suppose, especially if you were in a active guild and different things like that. You could probably breeze through a lot of it fairly quickly. It took me about a day and a half, I would say, just going at it at more a leisurely pace, more of a casual pace. Um, Once I got so the 30 quests was 200, the 5 dungeons was 200, and the 5 battlegrounds was 200. Was that right? Because that was 8. That might have been 100. I thought there was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the battlegrounds, the dungeons, and the quest were all 200. So that got me to 6. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been right. And then some of the others were the only ones that were 50 were the showing some love or show some love. Those were each 50. Everything else would have been like 100, 150, somewhere in there. So, yeah. So there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was helpful for you in this introduction of the trading post. And thank you for watching.